Oh, hang on, 17, you were modelling then, weren't you?
Yeah.
It was post-perm.
What do you mean? He would have snogged me with my perm. You're not being a single mum and I had 2 babies. I now know what he was getting at. I tell you what happened at the salon the other day.
I'd forgotten about this. Hello, Claire Hamilton.
Hello, Sara Carr.
Hello, legends. Welcome along to Teen Commandments, the show where we try to make sense of the often unique brains of our teenagers. Hi, Claire.
Hi, you're looking very nice.
You're looking so
Kinky
nice.
boots.
I've got my little suede boots on.
Lovely.
Well, I've had them for I must have had them 6 or 7 years. They're in such good nick because I was too scared to wear them. I just used to keep them in a cupboard and look at them longingly. But because they're suede and they're a creamy pinky colour,
Yeah, they're nice.
I didn't dare wear them. And then I thought, that's mad.
Don't save things. Don't save things.
Tell me what you told me a minute ago, which is really poignant, but I think it's an incredible life lesson for people.
It is. My dad, when he died, my dad used to save champagne and he loved champagne and he used to collect it. And when he died, they were all still in the cupboard.
What, just a dozen bottles of
more,
lovely?
More. Over the years. I remember them growing up. We had pink ones and all these from different occasions. This was given to me on this occasion and we'll open it one day. And they never got opened.
No, and just saving it for that special day.
Don't save them.
Don't save it.
If anyone's listening now and you've got some champagne saved, open it right now.
Open it immediately. If you're at work, just nip home. Pop that cork.
Yes,
and toast Neil
anything.
Hamilton.
Yes, definitely.
Have a little drink and toast.
It was
Neil.
so sad when we went to the cupboard because my mum doesn't really drink it, and she felt really odd, and it was just like, what a shame.
It's real. I think it's a real working class thing as well. I think it is with a lot of my clothes, and I'm like, no, that's too posh. I'm going to save it.
Save it for best.
Special. Save it for best. Double denim, looking strong on you today, babe. If you're watching us on YouTube,
denim goddess,
you can see Claire looking like a denim goddess.
Thanks.
And any other business to deal with? How are you? Are you good? We can reveal that your son has safely touched down back in the UK after his trip to Dubai.
Yes. I didn't say that he'd been to Dubai. I didn't say it last time that he was going to Dubai to visit his dad, and I didn't approve.
Yes. I can say this, and you don't have to comment. I personally don't think it was perfect timing for his father to insist that he goes over and visit. Would that be fair for me to say as your best friend?
He would argue that it's not on his father that he wanted to go and visit, which fine, fair enough. You know, it's just with everything that's going on, it's just been a little bit nervy. And he's safely back. Today.
He's back, which is great.
Yes.
Daughter's still having an amazing time in Thailand.
Yeah, she's having the best time. She did sarong making the other day.
She's working her way around all the outdoor activities and local craft of Thailand. She just on some island, her whole day spent painting a sarong with some wax paints and letting it dry. How nice.
While we're all bustling around.
How lovely they are.
I know.
I'm so proud that I've got it's not my place to be proud, but I'm just so weirdly proud of her for getting, not forgetting a heartbreak, getting over heartbreak.
Picking up where she left off.
Recharging with her mama and then, going back to Thailand. Good for her.
Yes.
She's having an excellent time.
Yeah, she's on an island where there's no roads and she said she's a little bit. It's a bit boring, Mum. I'm like, looking at the pictures, babe.
Yeah. You're like,
that looks incredible.
You're like, I would love to be that bored.
I'd love to be bored where you are.
Bored now.
Yeah, it's all good.
But otherwise, good work, good. You've been at the salon doing a bit of hair stuff.
Yeah, I tell you what happened at the salon the other day.
I'd forgotten about this.
I've got to talk about this, haven't I? Because it's so funny. So I'm in the salon and somebody's booked themselves in with me, and I didn't realise. I'd not seen it on the live diary that I hate. But anyway, this lady came in with her husband, and I look through from the staff room area and I can see a man and a husband and their small child. She said, I've just put my daughter in. I'm in with Claire. Like, oh, okay. I go out and he was taking his cap off and his sunglasses that he had on, and he was unzipping his jacket, which was high.
Like a collar up here.
Above his mouth.
Yeah.
And then we caught each other's eye. And he slowly puts his cap back on and he zips up his coat and his glasses are going back on and like, oh, I've slept with this man. Not while he's been married.
Right, important to clarify.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was before he was...
Right.
Family. But the ridiculous...
I mean, straight away, you're like... Because you're
Don't do that.
You're not going to go...
Yeah. Oh my God, do you remember that night?
For people not watching and listening, she just threw her legs wide apart and did a big smile. Incredible. So,
it's just the way he dealt with it.
So he's got a cap on.
He's got a
sunglasses.
Cap. He's hiding.
His collar's up to his nose, basically.
And he's sat like this. I mean, you couldn't make it more obvious. I'm like, what are you doing? So this poor woman.
The woman must have been like,
she's so lovely.
What are you doing to her husband?
And she's like, yeah, so we just want a little bit off. Should we trim? Should we just do a fringe trim? And I'm like, just do a fringe trim. You don't really need to trim. When they have young hair like this, you don't need to trim it. They don't have dead ends. Let's just do a little fringe trim. There you go. It's brilliant. Great. Free. Because of his behaviour. Because I was just like...
We really like, there's no charge. I'm just going to do the fringe. Please go now.
Please go.
Because he's just...
Because he sat there like an absolute idiot, just carrying into his... And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just like... You're just making this so obvious. If I was your wife, I would know at that instant that you'd slept with somebody in that room.
Yeah, you'd be suddenly like, okay, we know it's happened. Let's work out who with and look round.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to say it's with the flustered hairdresser who ushered us out of the shop.
Who didn't charge us. It's so brilliant.
It's so bad. It's like, why?
So silly. Because
I mean, these things happen, and we wouldn't have mentioned it.
No, quite, yeah.
She said to me on her way, she went, oh, do you do hair extensions? I said, no.
You're like, I'm emigrating. I'm moving to Peru. So just don't ever come back here, yes.
I wouldn't have behaved that way if he wasn't behaving like that. I'd have just been cool with it and just been like, hi, how are you?
And also, was he trying to... So the fact that he's trying to stay in disguise in his shades and cap, does he think that you're not going to know who he is if he kept all that on? Because that must have been his thinking.
Maybe.
Because he's not hiding his face from his wife, so he's hiding it from you.
Maybe he's hiding it from me, so I wouldn't go, hi.
But the second... And also, for the record, when you told me this, I mean, I was roaring when you were telling me it's so good. Also, she's gorgeous. She's got a beautiful wife.
She's beautiful.
Cute kid.
I mean, the kid is identical to him as well. It's like, oh, I can see.
Yeah, so even if he hadn't have come in, if the dad hadn't have come in, you'd have been cutting the kid's hair like, vaguely familiar, this kid. What am I like? Has it happened a lot? Well, have you had exes come in or dalliances come in to get their hair done often?
No,
is
because
that
I don't
rare?
really do that many gents in the salon.
We would love, stories of, I don't know, bumping into an ex.
We have had a few, haven't we, on your turn where they've been sat at parents' evening or something with a teacher and they're like, oh, hello.
Yeah, and the teacher is...
It will happen. If you live in a small community, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Stories of, maybe with your teens or through your teens, if you're a parent of teens and you've bumped into an ex somewhere random, we'd love to know, please. hello@teencommandments.co.uk.
Yeah.
Did you handle it? Were you cool as a cucumber? Or like this fella, did you try to go full sort of disguise? Claire, that's one of my, I think that you've got so many good stories. It's definitely top 15 for sure, and that's a big compliment.
Do you know, there's so much goes on in a salon. We've been saying this, haven't we? There is so many stories.
I mean, there used to be the drama Cutting It, didn't there?
Yes,
starring Amanda Holden and Tamsin Outhwaite.
Yeah.
But because there's just always...
There's just so much. Do
you think it's because it attracts a lot of young people, and where there's young people, there's usually sex and drugs and drink and bad behaviour? Yeah. No offence to all the young people in the room.
I think that there's been a lot of that in my experience in a lot of salon staff rooms. Yeah,
just you personally. The rest of the staff are really well behaved. Got on a minute. So our question of the week this week, very much inspired by Claire's excellent daughter's adventures, where she did a skydive. Yeah. Didn't tell Claire beforehand. That was key. Very important. Very kind of her not to tell you beforehand. But Claire, you just saw the footage after of your daughter leaping from a plane strapped to a fellow. Where's he from? Birmingham. Nice. Has anybody else's offspring done something random and risky? That's what we wanted to know. And you told us. Sharon says, none of mine have confessed to doing anything risky yet. But when I was 18, I moved to London without telling my parents, and I just phoned my mum from a phone box near Madame Tussauds to share the news. What? Yeah, I live in London now. Such a teen thing to do.
Okay, Jude says, my daughter went cage diving with sharks in Australia. Oh, no, that's one that would have really frightened me.
Thank you.
And didn't tell me until after the event because she knows I have an irrational fear of sharks, especially living in the shark capital of Whitby.
Love that. Nicola says, my teen, brackets girl, got a chest tattoo of what looks like a Medusa.
Oh, on her chest?
Hasn't Rihanna got that between her knockers? I think so. It's gorgeous and really well done, but she's my little girl. She's 25 and she's got loads more now, to be fair. Yeah, tattoos is a funny one, isn't it? Lola's got a couple. And what can you do? Just be like, okay.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're quite cool, Lola's.
I think that there's just that little bit where it's your baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay.
And they are inked forever.
They're inked.
She's got Jeff Buckley on her arm forever.
Wow.
She says she'll still love him when she's 50.
Fine.
Well done. Thank you for all of those responses. We love you joining in with the show, please. Yes. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. It is crucial that you share these episodes, please. If you've got a friend who could do with a laugh, if you've got a friend who is struggling with their teenagers or who just basically just wants to giggle, forward on
I think everyone struggles with the teenagers,
episodes. Yeah, I guess so. Although I did have the most middle class teenage moment the other night where I went downstairs, I was going to bed, I was locking up, and on the side I took a picture actually because I have to put it on the WhatsApp group, on the family WhatsApp, so everybody can basically ignore it, and then I went and knocked on my daughter's door anyway. You know when you get smoked salmon, you know the little sheaths of plastic that separate the slices, one of them just left doink on the island with smudges of fishy oil all around it. Just left and just picked a bit of smoked salmon. There was still some smoked salmon left in the fridge.
Right.
I thought, God, I've made it. My kids are snacking on smoked salmon. Mama, I've made it in Hollywood. And but just the thought that you would leave that there.
Fishy paper.
Fishy paper and then just sod off to bed. It's like, what? But I'm so soft. Because actually, I didn't go and knock on a door. I bumped into her in the corridor and I went, did you have some smoked salmon or was it your brother? And she went, oh, and I was like, okay, it was you. Will you go and move it, please, and wipe it? It's not very nice. That's all I said to her. And then when she came back up and was in her room, I was like, knock, knock, knock. I was like, sorry, I was grumpy about the salmon.
Oh, that's
soft
so sweet. I'd have been like, move the fucking salmon, whoever's fucking at it.
Who's had my salmon? No, we love all your emails, hello@teencommandments.co.uk, and we do often get emails from single mums who've got teenagers and who are struggling. And I think, Claire, well done for inspiring single mums out there, for showing them that you can do it, you can wear double denim and still be a good single mother.
Yes,
and
at times.
Get through the teenage years and that you don't always get it right, babe.
No, I don't always get it right. And it's 50-50, really.
Although actually, you must have been getting something right because your daughter turned round to you and said that she if she had kids, she'd want to be single.
Yeah, she said that a lot.
Yeah, does she say it?
She's been growing up, And I see it changing. I think when she was younger, I think it was just because she just used to love me in her time, and it's all she's known, really.
Well, I was going to say it's all she knew, really, wasn't she? Because her dad wasn't particularly in the picture.
No, so she struggled a bit in that department, and so
and she had you, who obviously she loves you to bits.
Yeah,
your mum has been an excellent grandma, hasn't she? And your dad, when he was about, was a good grandpa, wasn't he? Granddad. Granddad.
Yeah.
And she's close to your son. So she's had a lovely sort of family upbringing, but a lot of the time you would be the one in charge. Yeah.
Throughout the years she's loved the magic behind it, where it's been myself and her brother on Christmas mornings and on birthdays.
So for these special moments, it's like you're a little gang of three.
Yes.
And she's loved that.
She's loved those moments. And they are the real highlights of being a single parent, because you have your kids to yourself.
Yeah.
There's no person to correct things or say, I'd rather parenting be done this way or whatever.
Yeah.
It's completely on you and it's great. But there's also the downside, which I haven't let her see too much of.
I was going to say, she mustn't. How have you done that, babe? How have you not let her see that?
Know.
Because
maybe she has seen it and she's not felt it.
Or maybe she has notices bits where you're struggling, but what she appreciates is the fact that you're clearly trying to protect her from it.
Yeah, maybe.
Or hide it from her a little bit. And that in itself shows a huge amount of love for your child that you're trying to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's not always easy. I mean, with the Christmas thing, when I'd split up with Lola's dad and she was like 1.5 or whatever, from that sort of age up until she was like maybe like, well, he moved away quite far down to the south coast when she was like sort of 10ish or something. But in those years in between, like I know what you mean about it was being nice just to have the kids all to yourself.
Yes.
Because we had this arrangement where like halfway through Christmas Day, we would meet and either, one of us would get Christmas Eve, Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And the other one would get Christmas lunch, Christmas night, and then Boxing Day. And I had that a lot when I was growing up because my parents were divorced and being schlepped around a lot on Christmas Day. You just felt like you were just visiting people all day on Christmas Day. And all you wanted to do was stay and play with your new Cindy dolls or whatever. But the upside was whoever you visited would give you loads of presents. So that was quite nice. Extra. Yeah, that was good when you're little. But I always felt like we were on the move on Christmas Day and I never wanted that for my kids. Yeah. So then halfway through Christmas Day, Lola's having to get dressed and in a nice Christmas outfit and then take her to meet her dad.
And not stay with her toys or stay with her presents.
Bloody back street in North London that was equidistant between our two homes. It was hard and it was depressing. So I thought I'm doing the same to my daughter that,
You can't predict these things. And I think that when you become a single parent for however long, whether it's a short period or not, it's not a card that you ever thought.
It wasn't much of a break for me. Best thing I ever did.
It's not a card that you thought you were ever going to get dealt, ever.
No.
Growing up, you're not, like my daughter says, I want to be a single parent. I never really thought that. I just, I assumed that, everything was going to be as my parents were happily married and I'd bring children up.
See, I used to think naively when I was much younger, like, how can people split up when they've
got kids?
When they've been there in the room while you're giving birth, that like incredible moment where you're bringing new life into the room. How can that not bond you forever?
Yeah.
And then a few years down the line, I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
certain factors that come into play.
Yeah. I mean, but it's interesting what you say about your parents because you must have looked at them and thought, God, they were really in love.
They were really in love, and it was a long, healthy marriage, 50 years. But I remember saying to my dad when I first became a single parent, I'm going it alone, and he said, "You are absolutely not." And that my dad always had my best interests at heart. He knew what was lying ahead. I had no clue. In my late 20s of what that really meant. And he actually said, you'll turn around and you'll go back and you'll sort out this mess, whatever it is. You're not being a single mum. And I had 2 babies. I now know what he was getting at.
And what was he getting at?
Financial.
I was going to say with his accountant's head on because he was an accountant. So it's financial
terror. The upbringing of, having to say no to your children. I have been in that position where, do you put the heating on? What's for tea kind of thing sometimes. And I have been, really struggling financially, and it really affects your relationship with your children because you're so stressed that you miss out a little bit and you're angry a lot and stuff, and looking back you think, God, that's not how I wanted to be with my kids.
But it was so beyond your control.
You don't realise.
I think money worries are the biggest stress for that for that just constant cortisol sort of release, that stress.
You don't sleep. You don't, and
it sucks the joy out of everything.
That's exactly
because I grew up a lot with like my mum having money worries. And,
awful. And I've never experienced it, so I didn't understand what that meant. And it really does suck the joy out. And
I mean, but you had no choice.
No,
you were on your own, and it wasn't your doing that you were on your own.
No, and there was 3 of us, and it goes from, so everything's times 3. Go for dinner, go on holiday. Everything is times 3, so you don't get as many luxuries and you don't get as many pleasures. You've got to multiply every expense times 3, and so it's not the wonderful, magical upbringing that you expect and that you can give your children in the right circumstances. It's very, very different. And also I found that people treat you very differently.
Yeah, do they? That's interesting. Yeah.
I don't know if they do so much now. I think now with another generation of kids coming in, I think it's more common to have a single parent family than it when I became a single mum.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's because my parents were divorced. I used to think it was quite posh when people's parents were still together.
Did you?
Yeah, I'd be like,
that's interesting.
That's a bit posh.
Yeah.
Like my first proper boyfriend, the lovely Annie, his parents were still together, and I just used to think, God, it was so dreamy. He was an art teacher, she was a solicitor.
Yeah.
I used to think, God, this is such a 2.4 children, dreamy.
I think that's
and posh.
Yeah, I think that's common, because I remember taking my son for Sunday dinner at a friend's house, and it was just bustling with men. And I remember my son, and I felt so sad for him. He sat there and went, "Is this every Sunday?" And he was,
oh God, it's like fucking Oliver Twist. God bless us one and all.
Oh my God.
Men, Oh no.
And it was so, you feel so bad, because
you're not creating that traditional.
No, because you can't
man
do it.
Cutting the joint up and carving the joint or whatever.
He was having the best time ever in male company, and it was just so different.
That is really sad.
No, and there was so much of that, because you look on, and there's times when you're on holiday or whatever, and it's just you and your kids, and you look on at other families, and you do get a little twang of jealousy and stuff. Like, I'd love some help, while my 2 are driving me insane and stuff. And do you remember I told you about the time where I went to Gulliver's World with my 2, and it was my first taste of what it was like to be outcast.
God, there was
a little bit.
There was that cow who was mean to you at the picnic area.
Yeah. So I was there with my 2 kids, and my son went running off to play on the play area. I noticed
she choked
it
on a Melton Mowbray.
Yeah. And it was new for me to be around mums at school. It was.
Well, this is going to be my next question when I nearly butted in then. I was going to say, were mums ever threatened by you because you were the hottie with the 2 young kids and you were single?
I don't think it's a case of being a hottie. I think there's a lot
Come on, Claire, we've all got eyes. We can all see.
There's a lot of married mums that do think that, if you are invited to the kids' party, you're going to drop the husband there and then on the floor. It's like, no.
That you're there, your husband's shopping all the time.
Yeah.
When basically you're just trying to keep afloat.
And by the way, your husband's not that great.
Yeah, your husband's a mean guy. Sorry, the poor husband's getting a kick. But
there's a lot of ways to look at it. And what
were at Gulliver's.
I'm at Gulliver's World. My son goes running off to play. I've got my daughter in a car seat. She's still baby. And he comes running back so excited. And he's like, "Mummy." And all of his friends were there, and coincidentally at the same time. And they were all together. And he was so excited. And he said, "Come on, get all of your stuff. We'll go and sit with all the mums. They're all over there having a picnic." So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is great. Oh my God. And I pack up everything. It'd taken me ages to get everything out. And I had the car seat, and that was heavy. And
oh my God, so many mums have been there. Those fucking car seats, so heavy and clanging against your leg.
Yeah, and you're full of bruises and stuff, and everything's falling out, and you make your way over. Dropped everything on the floor because I'd recognise them from the playground.
Yeah. And not the baby, we'll just say. She placed the baby down.
Placed the baby on the floor. And I just said, "Hi, oh my God, what a coincidence." And they all turned their backs on me. And I'd never spoken to these women properly. I'd always said hello and stuff. And I just said something like "small world." And one of them just looked over her shoulder and went, And they carried on with their picnic.
I'm air strangling her now in my mind.
It was just awful. I welled up with tears. I had to pick everything back up.
What a bunch of...
Close to tears. Pick up my daughter and go back to kind of far enough away. But then my son was so angry at me because he was like, "Mom, you're ruining it. Why are you not sitting with them?" And I'm like, "Let's just sit here. Let's just do this."
And did they have their husbands with them?
No, it was just they'd come out on a little. They had a little flask of wine.
How can they be?
There was so much of that. That was
so
the beginning
cruel.
of it, and I was so confused as to what I'd done. Over time, I realised that it's to do with being a single mum. There's so much of it that people...
Yeah, but it's not like Victorian times.
And it's also, not necessarily your fault. It's not like, hi, I've decided to be single so that I can ruin everybody's lives. It's like, I'm feeling quite lonely and... this is an awful situation
what
for me.
What a bunch of bitches.
I'd love a friend right now in a similar situation.
Horrible.
And it was just...
I hope they were ashamed of themselves. I hope they look back on that and feel shame. I'll listen to this pod and know that it's them.
I have one friend now who was one of the mums. It's happened there's so many of these stories I could tell. It wasn't that one particular time, but she did do a couple of things when I worked in a salon.
And what does she say now about it?
She apologised to me.
Yeah, did
she's now divorced and she's now a single mum.
Yeah. So
because a lot of these women were happily married that it has happened to. Not
the way that it's catching, like that being a single mum is
it's
contagious.
Like, just be careful, be kind to people, and watch what you're doing. And she said to me, we were out for Christmas drinks, and I was like, oh God, this woman's coming, and I've she's said a few things to me in the past, and she made a beeline for me. And she went, I was such a bitch to you, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, good for her.
And she said, I really judged you for being a single mum. And it's really interesting because I would like to think I would never do that. Never do that. I'd like to think so.
I think like my single mum friends are the strongest women that I know because there's Anna.
Yeah.
Like who are just, it's so just battling to keep everything going.
I think every mum would find, if they found themselves in a single mum position, they would be the same. You dig really deep and you do what you can. I always compare it to, in my head when I'm telling my story to myself.
What is this like? That's going to be like the Hollywood biopic of you.
This is part of the script.
Nice. So, who's going to play you? Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. So anyway, being a single mum, I think, is trying to cross. Rapids, a really fast river.
Yeah.
With 2 kids.
Yeah, above your head.
And you can't really, you've just got to just go and try and get them to the other side. And when you get them to the other side, they pretty much complain that they got wet on the way. They're like,
their feet got a bit
I didn't like that, and you're just like, oh my God.
Also with the analogy as well, perhaps there's alligators in there as well.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff on. And you just you just somehow get to the other side. And then you look back and think, I would have liked a boat.
Yeah.
Or I would have liked a bit of a rope or something. And you do get. And I also think that if there was somebody helping you who would hold your kids for a minute, you could actually swim and you could do stuff, but there isn't. So you just do it. That's
just
how
have
I
to
always
get
do
across.
it in my head. Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the movie. Can I be in it?
Yes. Who'd play you?
Letitia Dean. Sharon from EastEnders.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
No, you're supposed to disagree. I was joking. Big up Letitia, by the way, absolute legend. We would love your stories, of course, about being finding yourself being a single parent, the shock of it, especially when it's really not your choice, and whatever age your kids are, it's tough. There must be challenges.
It's brilliant too.
Yeah, it's brilliant too. Any good stories, any bad stories? Have you come across any judgment? Also, it must be different when you become a single mum and your parents are teenagers, because they're much more aware of what's going on.
Very different.
Because I guess a lot of women trying to hold on to, keep the marriage going for the kids. I don't know if that happens as much these days. And
well, the kids have got questions,
get a bit bigger.
Haven't they, as well? And then even empty nesting as well, I guess, if you become...
Don't try and bring empty nesting into everything, Claire, because you've not even got an empty nest anymore. So you've got to stop this campaign, okay?
I'm going to put it on my front door. Here lies an empty nest.
Yeah, with your son banging in and out of all hours.
Shut up.
What people shush. It's ruining it. hello@teencommandments.co.uk, please. All your stories. We love them all. Now, Claire.
Yes.
Recently on Radio 2, we've been doing the piano room. And one of the people performing was James. Oh, sit down. Do you remember when they'd sing that at concerts and everybody would sit down? Oh, yeah. What japes. It's crazy, really crazy times. And I just wondered about you, your gig life, going to concerts. If you were a big. I can't remember. We never went to gigs together, did we?
No.
I did go to a James concert.
Did you?
I went to James do you remember the G-Mex in Manchester?
Yes.
Why did that go? That went, didn't it? It was such a big venue. It was so cool. Then it went.
I don't know where it's gone.
Don't know what's happened to it, do I? But I went to see James.
Right. Were you one of these concert goers that would be outside all day waiting?
No, I was never into that.
Okay.
Never one of those. Why were you? Did you ever go and wait for?
I had a friend who was really into
autograph hunting.
No, like Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, that kind of thing. And we went to see Ugly Kid Joe. And she was really into them. And so we had to stand outside for ages. And I ended up snogging him.
Who?
The main guy.
From Ugly Kid Joe? Yeah. Why do I not know this about you? Show me a picture. Have you got your phone?
What of?
Ugly Kid Joe. What's his song? What's his main song?
Oh, God.
I should know this. Ugly Kid Joe.
Ugly Kid Joe.
Hang on a minute. How come did you end up snogging Ugly Kid Joe?
We waited outside for hours and hours and hours. And she, because there was a guy who played the guitar. She really liked him, and so
And Ugly Kid Joe is a band. It's not just one guy called Joe. Oh, let's have a little look. Have you found?
I mean, you're going to show them now, aren't you?
Wow, is that the main guy? Does that ring a bell? The one with a bandana on?
Yeah.
Who's sort of gurning at the camera?
And he gave us tickets for his next one, and we got to go in the big box.
Jesus,
thing.
what? I mean, how come did you? Oh, hang on, 17. You were modelling then, weren't you? It was post perm.
What do you mean? He would have snogged me with my perm.
This is when you'd blossomed. If you were 17, this would have been just before we met then.
Yeah.
I can't believe that wasn't your opening line when you met me. Like, I snogged.
I can't remember his name. What's his name?
What are you Googling there, Claire? It's taking you so long
to do a Google.
Have you been tapping away at your phone for like 10 minutes? And you've still not got the geezer's name?
Whitfield Crane. That was his name.
What?
Whitfield.
Whitfield Crane.
And I was like from Whitefield.
It sounds like a scaffolding company, doesn't it? Solicitors, Whitfield Crane.
Quite fit.
Oh, I'm not into long hair on a man. It gives me the eegie-beegies a little bit.
A little bit Viking-y.
Oh, no. Wow, Claire. Anyway. I didn't know there was more facts for me to find out about you.
Yeah.
So, God.
Wow.
Whitfield Crane, if you're listening, get in touch.
I'm sure he'll remember.
What was that main song, Ugly Kid Joe?
I used to know them all off by heart.
Shut up. All of them.
I did.
The what?
In the cradle and the
we never have to worry about licensing and stuff on this pod because we don't have to pay money because the versions we do are so dissimilar to the original.
People must do that if they've got headphones.
What? Just take them away from their ear? Throw them away.
We should do a warning. Sara and Clare do sing in this episode. So
what are the top when we go, watch out, there's bad language and some singing. Cats in the cradle. Wow.
Yeah.
That's an impression. My story's not as good. I went seeing Spiral Carpets.
Okay.
And I lost a kicker boot.
Oh.
Because me and my friend at the time, we went and we wanted to get to the front of the crowd. And so I came up with a great idea to pretend that I was going to vomit.
Okay.
And that I was ill.
Right.
And so...
Make way kind of thing.
Make way.
Yeah.
And we were really pleased with ourselves because the crowd was parting like the sea in front of us because I was going like, I feel ill, let me through. I'm really sick, let me through. So everyone was like, ugh. Make it sound like people were really caring. Everyone was like, ugh, fucking hell. And let me through. I was like, oh, sorry, going to be sick, like pointing at each other. We're both going to be sick. Can we get through? Doing all this. And then we get to the front barrier. And we're like, this is incredible. We've done it. But as we get to the front barrier, the people who've moved out of the way from us at the front then start pointing at us to the St. John's ambulance, going, they're going to be sick. They're going to be sick. And we were like, who? Not us. We're fine. We're not going to be sick. They're going to be sick. They're going to be sick. So St. John's ambulance and the bouncers, like the security, pulled us over the barrier and took us to St. John's ambulance at the side. So we'd got all the way to the front of the gig, which was like the dream. And when I got pulled over the barrier, I lost a kicker boot.
That'll show you.
So I had one pale pink. Oh, I love those kicker boots.
Oh, yeah, the
one
pale
pink kicker boot, ankle boot.
Oh.
So I hobbled to the side, and obviously then like St. John's ambulance volunteers, God bless them. They were like, "How are you feeling now?" Yeah,
pissed off.
Yeah, lost my kicker boot, and we were at the front of the gig. But you have to be like, "Yeah, I think I'm feeling okay now," and then they let you go, and you have to walk right round to the back
with one shoe on.
One shoe on. But I think I got my boot back, so I don't know how the hell that happened. I couldn't have waited until...
I bet you did.
I probably did.
Yeah.
But I would have got fully bollocks.
Yeah, I was going to say,
my mum was probably still paying for them on the catalogue. I couldn't have gone home. There were so many occasions where I ruined stuff that my mum got me that she was still paying 50p a week for on the catalogue. Yeah. For weeks and weeks afterwards. She'd not paid them off and I'd already wrecked them. Ungrateful little madam. Anyway, she's got her revenge now. She never clears up after herself when she visits. And I do everything for her. Hey, Mum, she doesn't listen. So I don't know how I got my boot back, but I did.
You'll have waited, definitely. I would have waited if I was going home to the Wrath of Jackie.
Yeah, the Wrath of Jackie.
The Wrath of Jackie.
I mean, I never waited outside for. I never waited outside for autographs. Well, you did.
No, I didn't collect autographs or anything like that.
In my former life, when I was going out with Leroy, surname from the Prodigy. Mm-hmm. So he's known. Leroy from the Prodigy. There was one time I was in Italy with the band, and we left the venue on this big swanky coach, and as we pulled into the hotel, there was all barriers up, and the band, they weren't mean about the fans there, but I just remember them being like, they're not going to go and see them, and there was just like 4 deep of like, wow, Italian girls.
Just shouting, waiting for a glimpse.
Keith, yeah, whatever, just wanting a glimpse. And I just remember thinking, I never did that.
Yeah.
Never got like...
Do you remember there is hysteria, isn't there? Just to get even a touch of somebody that you like been fanning on for years.
Never did it.
Did you never crush anyone that hard?
I got one autograph. What's his name? But he was a jockey. A jump...
This recently?
No, it was, what's it called? I can't remember it. All I remember, for some reason, I was at the races with my parents, and I was like 11 or something, and I was towering over him because he was a jockey.
Yeah.
Dickie.
Hello.
Maybe Dickie something.
Oh.
And I remember I had an autograph book and I got an autograph. He wasn't that friendly to me, actually. Maybe because I was towering over him.
Do you get asked for many autographs?
It's nice when I get asked for an autograph. I used to back in the day, like 20 odd years ago, when I'd be DJing at unis and stuff, fresh as wheat. Oi, oi.
Yeah.
Martin Solveig, hello. That song. Do you remember? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, no, 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 no.
Just let her finish.
Hello, ho, ho. That one, he used to play that. And I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Oi. Lads, it was all that at Freshers Week. It's massive. And I would get boys wanting me to sign their chests, sign their arms, a girl's cleavage.
Didn't you sign somebody's road map when they were asking you for directions once?
Yeah, that nearly happened. I'd only been doing telly for a week. I thought they wanted an autograph. They were asking for directions in Camden. It was an A to Z.
You're like, yeah, there you go.
Is it 2? Yeah. Oh, what? You want directions? Sorry, yeah, second left.
I did 2 autographs when we did Camp Festival.
Oh, I couldn't drag you away from the crowd.
I was like, I'm with my fans. They might be 8 years old, but leave me alone. Yes, you want me to sign
the stage show, yeah, we'll be returning to Camp Festival.
Yeah.
Excellent.
On time.
Just me and you. Lovely. Right. So excellent. That was nice. I had a lovely time, Claire.
I've had a lovely time.
Had a nice day out, didn't we? Coming doing the pod at this lovely place. Thanks so much for listening, by the way. You're absolute legends. We do appreciate it. It can't be easy sometimes, especially with the singing.
Yeah, when you go off on a tangent.
Hello@teencommandments.co.uk, please, if you'd like to join in with the show. We love all your stories. Please tell me that you've waited outside of hotels for pop stars.
Who did you snog?
Did you manage to snog a rock star? Let us know. And your mad fandom of certain pop stars. And also, gigs, going to gigs, losing your footwear, losing your mind. Let us know, please. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. We love your stories. We love that you listen. Please share this episode. I ain't too proud to beg. Please, because Claire, wants to stop hairdressing.
I'm going to soon.
As soon as possible.
I nearly did last week, but
you normally joke about OnlyFans at this point. Is it still an option? Can we get that exclusive?
I don't know. I feel like there's too much competition now. There's a lot of people on OnlyFans, isn't
You've
there?
got lovely ankles. We always get them out
Only
on the
ankles.
pod. Go to onlyankles.com. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, just share these episodes, shout about it, and we will see you next time, Wednesday, for your turn, your excellent stories. Claire, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.